What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Xmoto Creator back with another video. Hope you guys having a blessed day today. I'm gonna give y'all a little recap on the Xmotos, on everything I done done to it up to now. I still got a lot to do. I also got some still color correction I got to do on this thing. What I mean by color correction, I mean by I got to take the rest of the red out and blend it in with the black and white. So I'm gonna work on that today. But hope you guys feeling good, doing good, and making money. So we're gonna get on to this video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so one of the first things I'm probably gonna go over with you guys is of course the handlebars. So we're gonna start from the front. When I first bought those Xmotos, it was stock. Somebody always doing something, bro. It never fails. It always gotta be some kind of noise. But anyway, when I first bought those Xmotos, it was stock. It is a 2020. For the longest I've been saying it's a 2019, but it was actually being manufactured in 2019, and then it didn't go onto the shelf until didn't get put out to 2020. So, but anyway, everything on here was pretty much stock when I first bought it. So one of the things that I did first, which I'm pretty sure everybody would do when they get a dirt bike of some sort, you mod the engine. So as far as the engine compartment go, I got a Honda CRF 250 racing clutch in here. I think it's a Henderson, something like that. I'll throw the name in the video. So that was the first thing I did to this thing, because now don't get me wrong, on the Xmotos, they fresh right out the box, man. You can ride. I mean, you can just go where you want to go, like fresh out the box. But me being a big boy, you know, I gotta kind of prep the motor up just a little bit. So like I said, I did put a racing clutch in here. I did put an NGK racing spark plug in here. I also got a racing spark plug wire on here. Got all that off Amazon. I throw that in too. So after I got them three mods done, I did go with some more suitable clutch oil. And let's see what that is. I think I got it in my truck because I just went and bought it yesterday. But it's some let's see. I don't know if this is it really. That Valvoline 4-stroke motorcycle oil. I put this in my dirt bike. I mean, different people gonna say what they want to say. You know, they might say, I don't use that. I use the 4-wheeler version. Look here, you can use any version you want as long as it's 4-stroke motorcycle oil and as long as it's for a wet clutch. You can't put regular oil in a dirt bike, because if you do, you're gonna mess the clutch up. So don't just go with what I want you to do your research when you go buy oil for your dirt bike. If you're new to the dirt bike game, don't go buy regular oil thinking that's gonna work, because it got to be clutch oil. So this is what I use, and yeah, and I've been finding that to work pretty good with the racing clutch that I got in here. Now, some more things that I do got to do to this bike is I got to finish the red up, and I'm probably gonna work on that today. So I'm gonna go ahead and strip the red off, and I might either paint that frame solid black, I might go gold with it, or I might go white with it. I was thinking about white, but also I'm gonna be in the woods and that white gonna get dirty, and that's gonna be a lot more work, harder work for me to do. So I really don't want to go that route. So what I'm probably gonna do is gonna go ahead and take this gold color, put it down here, match that up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and probably do the same thing to these bars. I'm gonna have to strip this thing back down. Somebody asked me where did I get my decals from. These decals were custom cut by hand. I took a razor blade and my vinyl, sat it on the table, and I just cut designs out, and then I just put them on there. Lucky 7, I had that made, so you know what I'm saying, that's where the designs come from. Somebody also asked me about the handlebars. Where the handlebars come from? Well, Upstate Cycle. So Upstate Cycle is where I bought this whole dirt bike from. Upstate Cycle of Greenville. They got just about everything you need for Chinese dirt bikes, Chinese 4-wheelers. I mean, they got the works. So they pretty much, this bike was pretty much customized the way it is. You know, for as the accessories that I need, I got from Upstate Cycle. This bar right here, they got many colors on there. This came with it. So I done broke my second key off, and that's because I had this around this side. Now, a lot of you may have a dirt bike that got the key in front of the handlebar, but if you're one of the type of people that like to do wheelies, you might want to take it off and turn it around this way. That way, when you come down, your handlebar don't go forward and tie your key up. That's what happened to mine, because my handlebars weren't tight. Also, I noticed when I did put these new handlebars on here that they got a whole lot firmer grip, and they do set a lot lower as I mentioned in one of my past videos. This right here been doing pretty good going through wood, so I ain't got to no longer bump my knuckles on brushes and stuff when I go through. And of course, I know gloves help that out, so if you don't have this, it's not a necessity that you got to have. It just make the bike look better, I think, overall, to give it a more bulkier look. What else? So the filters I got from Upstate Cycle too. You can get a filter from Upstate Cycle. Y'all listen, I got the stock muffler back on here. The other muffler that I had on here, we put it on my homeboy bike, and guess what? Someone stole this Honda CRF 250. So when they stole the Honda CRF 250, my pipe was on there. I really kind of took that pipe off because when I ride in the neighborhood, it's a lot louder than what it sounds like on camera. So I just put the stock pipe on when I ride around the neighborhood. That way I don't really have to have a whole lot of people on my ass talking about I'm riding through causing a whole lot of noise. So back to the stock muffler with the airflow limiter taken out. Those you've been watching some of my old videos, I'll show you how to take that limiter out of there, which give you more airflow and cause your engine to breathe a whole lot better. Another thing, so if you got a 2020, the good thing is, on a 2019, the good thing is that your shocks are adjustable, so you are able to adjust your dial in. Now, here go the downside, guys, on the newer ones. Well, the newer ones have a look-alike, so you can't actually dial the shocks in. They just actually look like you can, but you can't. So that's the bad news on that part. But you know, it always ways around it. You can go put shocks on it, new front forks on it. But unfortunately, after 2020, then you're kind of screwed on adjusting the shocks. Now, I do like the 2021 and 22s because this carry almost over to the 2021 because the 21 is the same thing, exact same thing. And the 22 models that's coming out, or if it ain't already out, I think they're already out. But anyway, they have switches on them, so they actually have the light on the front. Now you can buy the accessory light for these things and put them on as I did in some of my previous videos, but I took it back off. I'm probably gonna put it back on there, but I kind of like that flat shield. That flat shield look kind of, you know, a little more bulky. And another accessory that I'm gonna get probably next week, I'm gonna go to Upstate Cycle and put me a to get the pull grip, so when you drop your bike, you can easily pick it back up with the handle. So I'm gonna put that on there. This is another seat, y'all. The last seat I had a Fox seat on here. That seat is no longer with me because I had a blade in the back of my pocket. So when I was riding, the blade point was out and it actually cut the seat up as I was riding. So I didn't want that to start messing up. So that was my stupidity. So I do got the stock seat back on there. Y'all, I know I'm slacking. But I'm going to put me another racing seat on there because I do want a different color racing seat. Maybe black and white. I'll probably go with a black and white theme on that part. And yeah, so like I said, I'm going to get rid of this red. I'm going to customize this cap. That cap probably going to be gold. This straw, I'm going to get another straw. It's probably going to be a gold straw. Or it might be a white straw. So I'm just going to overall deck this thing out and just get rid of the red. Don't get me wrong, I love the red, but you know, I also like to be different. So we're gonna make that do what it do. And like I said, I put new brakes on here. If you need brakes for this thing, you can get them at Upstate Cycle of Greenville also. And guys, look, let me show y'all something. There's something a lot of people don't really tell y'all about that on the dirt bike. They don't really tell y'all much about this part, but y'all listen. Even on the Chinese dirt bike, make sure that your spokes are tight. I always do a spoke check, especially if you're the type that like to ride in the street. I always check your spokes and make sure your spokes tight. You can always get your little adjustable wrench. You got some loose ones. Just go in there, tighten it up. Y'all look, don't do no Credible Hulk lockdown on these doggone spokes because they're going to snap on you. Just tighten them up enough while you don't strip them out. Because what's going to happen when these spokes not tight, it causes your rim to get out of shape. And your tires will be wobbly, and also they will bend easy if you hit like a rock or a little curve or something. Your rims will bend easy because these spokes are not putting tension on your rim. So always make sure you check your front spokes and check the back spokes. Also, always make sure you check your brake bolts, because your brake bolts can be loose sometimes. You don't want to over tighten this thing, because if you over tighten it, what's going to happen, that little screw right here that go in there, that little bolt right there that you see. If you go past that and go on in, guess what? It's gonna lock onto your caliper ring. So you don't want that to happen. I always make sure that's tight, and also make sure this tight. Sometimes your bolts can come loose if you ain't got the right proper tension on them things. Y'all, let me tell y'all another secret in the video. Listen, you see how it's muddy up under there? I'm gonna fix that because when I wash this dirt bike, I'm gonna spray it down with WD-40. That way, next time I go in the woods, I won't have to worry about any mud sticking to it. I can rinse it right off. So I will also put WD-40 to some more places that's dirt hard to come off of. So I thought I'd just go ahead and give y'all that little short, I ain't gonna say it's really a short video because we at 10 minutes inside of it right now. But if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, make it do what it do in the comment section, man. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I hope y'all out enjoying your Xmotos today if you're out riding. If you got a flat tire, man, look. If it ain't that bad, throw you some Fix-A Flat in there, get your last ride out, and then go get you another tire. You know what I'm saying? But also, someone tell me about the cranking on this dirt bike when it's cold, so I will tell y'all this. Look, see, that's why it's good to watch my videos to the end, because I'm always got some good, helpful tips in my videos. So if you fast forward or you don't look at it to the end, you could miss out on some good possible info. So, because I'm always thinking about stuff as I talk. So, but anyway, when you first time cranking your dirt bike up in the morning, you might experience that this thing hard as hell to crank up. Like, it's hard as hell. Now listen, this is my first time. This is gonna be my first time cranking this thing up today. So I'm finna show y'all the best way to get it running. That way you don't kill your battery out trying to start it. And also, y'all, look, if you do kill your battery trying to start it, you got a kickstart on the side. Just use that kickstart. I mean, you know. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna go ahead, pull the choke up. Bam. Make sure it's always on choke. Now, don't just go try to crank this thing just because it's on choke. It's another process you gotta go through. So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get your hand on the throttle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it for another 2 seconds to let go. You good to go. It's gonna start. You ain't gotta worry about nothing right now. Like, you done got the carburetor prime, you got the choke on. So now let's see if it start up. This is the first time today that I start this up. Oh, she ain't gonna start up in no damn gear. Let me take this thing out of gear. She's trying to take off. Oh, she's still trying to take off. Okay. Hold up, anime. Hold on. I pull it up. That's the first thing you want to do is make sure it's out of gear. Because if it ain't out of gear, that shit gonna crank up. It ain't gonna take off on you because I like the sensitivity of the engine. Like, if you're training somebody to ride on this thing and let's say that they give it too much gas and just release the clutch too fast, it's not gonna take them all the way down through the woods like a YZ would, but it will shut off. So you don't have to worry about it taking off. Or whoever you're trying to learn how to drive, you don't have to worry about. I'll put that in a whole nother video, man, because I can talk about that all day long. But anyway, we on the start thing. So let me get back on subject. So we're finna go ahead and crank it. See that? This is my first time cranking it today. Now, if I hadn't have done that, matter of fact, while it's still cold, let me go ahead and shut it off. Because it's still cold right now. So let's take the choke off. And let's try to crank it as we would without using none of that stuff. Now watch this. It still might crank, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's still a crank up, but it'll cut right back off. You see what I'm saying? Because it's cold. It ain't gonna stay. So otherwise, you killing your battery. See that? You killing your battery trying to start it. That's what I'm talking about. So in order to avoid all that, just turn your choke on and just crank it up. That's all you got to do, see? And just let it sit there. Now I'm gonna tell you a trick. I'm gonna tell y'all a trick. That ticking noise, I got my I had took my manifold loose because I had to clean it out. But I gotta tighten it on up some more. But anyway, I usually just let this run until it cut off. I let it run on choke till it cut off. That way when it run on choke till it cut off, that let me know that it's ready and it's warmed up. So that's another secret you done learned watching this video to almost the end. let it run on choke till it cut off. You know what I'm saying? This is Xmotos, man. A lot of people be like, you running that Xmotos, you can't let it owl up like that because it ain't got no cooling fan. It's gonna run hot. Nah, man, look here. I've been owning dirt bikes all my life. I done had Honda CRF 250s. I done had Yamaha, Kawasaki's. I done had Banshees. I done had just about every off-road vehicle you can think of. So I know a lot about engines. I also rebuild engines. So it's not gonna hurt your engine to let this thing sit here and idle till it cut off. I promise you. So once you got it doing that, you'll notice that when it get warmed up, that putting will start slowing down. So it ain't quite did that yet because it's still cold. But what I can do is move it up a notch. I will actually move it down one. And then you hear it going in. It's not on full throttle, it's like on mid choke. That's mid choke. And you will notice that it'll cut off if it's not completely warmed up. So what you'll want to do, y'all, I'm trying to give y'all the full review. I'm trying to give y'all the full thing on what you need to do. So you let that thing run. So if you just let it run like that on full choke till it cut off, you won't have to worry about it no more. You see what I'm saying? See, when I give facts on something, I like to take my time so you can understand on what I'm trying to explain to you. Now anybody else have been like, yeah, do this, do that, do that, you know what I'm saying, and be going about their way. That's not how I roll. See, I like to make sure everybody got the full understanding on how stuff can be fixed so it can be easy on you. That's why I make YouTube videos. So yeah, right now she's still rolling. And what I'm gonna do, man, so I don't bore y'all while y'all watching us sitting here looking at a dirt bike smoke, I'm gonna fast forward the video a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead, well, it's actually ready now, so I'm finna get ready to get a little ride in. Let me go ahead and take the choke off. All right, she ready. It just cut off by itself. I ain't had to do nothing. So now she ready to run. Crank it up. It ain't gonna cut off now.